Hey there! Have you ever wondered why, no matter how much you earn, you never seem to have enough? Or maybe you've been avoiding checking your bank balance because you're afraid of what you'll find. If any of this sounds familiar, you might have a poor relationship with your money. And that's exactly what we're talking about today. 5 red flags that you're financially struggling and what you can do to fix it. So, stick around, because after this video, you'll be able to turn your money mindset around and start building financial freedom. Let's dive in. Red flag 1. You spend more than you earn. The first red flag that screams poor money relationship is if you consistently spend more than you earn. Living beyond your means is one of the fastest ways to sink into debt. You might have credit cards, loans, or even worse, payday loans, just to maintain a lifestyle that doesn't match your income. This can be easy to do in a world where we're bombarded by advertisements telling us to buy the next best thing. Spending more than you earn creates a cycle of debt. Every month, you borrow just to keep up with your bills and lifestyle. And while this might seem manageable in the short term, it catches up with you, eventually limiting your ability to save or invest. You're trading your future financial freedom for temporary satisfaction today. Let's say you earn 500,000 naira per month, but your expenses are 600,000 naira. Where does that extra 100,000 naira come from? Most likely, you're borrowing it. At first, it might seem like no big deal, but over time, it compounds, and before you know it, you're buried in debt with no savings or investments. Start by creating a budget. Track where your money goes every month. The 50-30-20 rule is a great starting point. 50% for necessities, rent, food, utilities. 30% for discretionary spending, entertainment, dining out, etc. 20% for savings and investments. If your current expenses don't fit into this structure, it's time to reevaluate and cut back on non-essentials. Red flag 2. You avoid checking your bank account. Next up, if you avoid checking your bank account because you're afraid of what you might see, that's a huge red flag. Ignoring your finances only makes the problem worse. It's like refusing to check the damage after you've crashed your car. You'll never get it fixed unless you face the reality. Not tracking your finances is a form of financial avoidance. It leads to poor decision-making because you don't know where you stand. The longer you go without checking your balance, the more likely you are to overspend or miss important payments, resulting in fees, penalties, and even more financial stress. Think of someone who only looks at their account when they get a low balance alert. They've avoided checking it for weeks, and now they're shocked by overdraft fees. By not staying on top of your finances, you lose control of your money, and it's harder to fix problems when they arise. Make it a habit to check your bank account at least once a week. Knowledge is power. Use banking apps to track your spending and set up automatic reminders for bill payments. This gives you visibility into your financial situation and helps you stay on track. Red flag 3. You have no savings or emergency fund. If you don't have an emergency fund or any savings, you're living on the edge. Emergencies happen, and without savings, you'll end up relying on debt to cover them. Whether it's an unexpected car repair, a medical emergency, or even losing your job, without savings, you'll be financially vulnerable. Not having savings puts you in a vulnerable position. Without an emergency fund, you'll either borrow money or have to dip into credit cards when life throws a curveball. This prevents you from building wealth, and instead, you're constantly just trying to get by. Consider someone like Jane, who has no emergency fund. One day, her car breaks down, and she needs 100,000 naira to fix it. Because she doesn't have savings, she uses a payday loan, adding more debt to her plate. Start building an emergency fund. Aim for 3 to 6 months of expenses in a separate savings account. Even if you can only save a small amount every month, it's better than nothing. Once your emergency fund is in place, you'll feel much more secure and less reliant on debt. Red flag 4. You're always in debt. Another major sign of poor money habits is if you're always in debt. We all know that debt isn't inherently bad, but if you're constantly borrowing, whether it's payday loans, credit cards, or personal loans, you're digging yourself deeper into a hole. Carrying too much debt means that most of your income goes toward paying interest instead of growing your wealth. Additionally, being in debt makes you feel financially stuck, unable to save, invest, or plan for the future. Take someone like Mike, who is always maxing out his credit cards. Each month, he can only afford to pay the minimum balance, and the interest keeps piling up. Instead of using that money to build wealth, it's wasted on interest. Use the debt snowball or debt avalanche method to get out of debt. The snowball method focuses on paying off the smallest debts first, while the avalanche method targets the highest interest debts. Additionally, stop accumulating new debt while you're paying off old debts. Red flag 5. You don't invest in your future. Finally, if you don't invest in your future, you're stuck in a cycle of earning money just to spend it. Saving money is important, but if your money isn't working for you, you're actually losing it to inflation. Without investments, you're depending solely on your income to secure your future, and that's a risky position to be in. Saving alone won't make you wealthy. Investments, whether in stocks, real estate, or other assets, are what allow your money to grow over time. Without them, inflation will erode the value of your savings, and you'll always be working for your money instead of the other way around. Consider a person who has saved 1 million naira over several years but hasn't invested it. After 10 years of inflation, that million may only have the buying power of 700,000 naira. If they had invested in stocks, that same 1 million naira could have grown to 3 million naira or more. Start investing today, even if it's small amounts. Invest in stocks, mutual funds, or real estate. The key is to start as early as possible. The sooner your money starts working for you, the more wealth you'll build in the future. Do any of these red flags resonate with you? Let me know in the comments below. Which one are you struggling with the most? And if you want to take control of your financial future, hit that subscribe button and join me for more tips on building wealth and financial independence. Remember, your money should work for you, not the other way around.